All right, there's a lot goes in pricing. We're gonna go over a couple things in my house right here. I've done this for multiple customers when I was working as a handyman, and the price might shock you. Let's get into it. All right, my project for today is simple. We are replacing these lights up top. There's 8 of them with the LED 5000 kelvins. And this job I've done for a couple times for customers, and the pain in the butt factor, PITA factor, you guys can fill in the blank, is basically pretty high because of a few reasons. This 16-foot A-frame ladder is not readily available. You might be able to find it at your local Home Depot to rent or anything like that, but that is mine. I purchased it because I've done a few of these jobs and I had to do this one. So I bit the bullet, bought it. I think the ladder itself is like $700 or $800 itself, and it does weigh 103 pounds, give or take. So it is doable with one person, but it's a pain in the butt, I'm not gonna lie. Now, pricing these jobs out, any job you're going to look at, you got to look at what needs to be done and price it worst case scenario. So if I, ding these walls, I got to do some touch ups here. Like if I might have to do a touch up, do I have to repaint this entire wall up here? There's just a lot of, variables in here. That's a 16-foot A-frame ladder. So there's 17, 18-foot lighting up there. So, and the reason why, electricians and handymen get these kind of jobs is because customers, homeowners, a lot of people don't have the capability to rent a vehicle or even transport a ladder like this to get up here. And that's the main reason. So these jobs, this is a full day as far as, material acquisition, getting a ladder, getting it to the site, and then obviously site prepping and everything like that, because you're gonna have to lay drop cloths to everything you're gonna need to. The homeowners are gonna have to move their furniture around. If they want you to move it around, make sure you have it documented and also charge extra for it, for sure. These jobs, yeah, it's just, there's a lot going into it. So the materials alone, I think each light cost me about $20, $22 or so from the Home Depot. They're actually right there. So you got to add that into it. So this job, I charge customers no less than $900 to $1,100 to change out these light bulbs, no less than $900. So even if they want to do one light bulb, and yes, I've charged $900 to change out one light bulb before, because again, I've got to do all this, the prep work. I got to set everything out just to change out, like say, one light bulb. So might as well do all 8. Obviously, this is going to take me a couple hours to do them all, move stuff around, all that kind of stuff, but the price doesn't change. It's going to be about $1,000. The pain in the butt factor is high. And of course, you got to warranty your work. And then what if you have a picky customer who's like, you know what, I want to change these lights to 3,500 Kelvin instead of 5,000 Kelvin. You got to make sure you have that conversation with them before, and it's documented. Hey, you want 5,000 Kelvin. If you want us to change it, it's going to be an additional fee to go back here, change out all these out, because it's almost the exact same amount of work to change all these out. Now, let's not get even started on, say, chandeliers. Electricians know chandeliers are heavy, and it's usually a 2-person job. You can do probably some of them with 1 person. It's usually a 2-person job. Even with this, changing these lights out, I would actually hire a second guy just to make it go that much quicker, pay him, his hourly rate, half a day or whatever it is, and it makes the job go by a lot quicker. Set up, clean up, everything like that. Super easy, super transparent with everything as far as your costs are concerned. Now, pricing other work out. Now, say with this, you can actually upcharge them. So if you're doing the lights, you can be like, hey, I personally, I'm gonna dust your fan up there. I can dust up there on those windows for you. Get to things, since I'm already this high up, I can do other things that normally you're not gonna be able to get to. And you can do this as a courtesy, since you're already charging your rate for the entire day, or you can upcharge them, do a change order, and take care of it that way. Fine. All right, pricing wise. So first thing I look at is if the customers are sending me pictures or whatnot, I look at how I can get my materials and my equipment into the job site and set it up easily. This house, pretty simple, pretty straightforward. Front door, and then you've got your work area right here. And then, of course, moving furniture around, drop cloths, all that kind of stuff. That's one thing you got to worry about. Pricing wise, you can do it per light. Job minimum, like I said, my job minimum is going to be $900 no matter what it is, period, because of the time it takes to get to a job site, set up, do the work, and then tear down, clean up, collect payment, and everything like that. So everybody's got their own separate amount. Now, if you're a handyman and you're set up, or even an electrician, you might have a trip charge of far less than that, because you can go there, swap out a GFCI, swap out a light bulb, and be on your merry way. You can get multiple jobs done. This one, I wouldn't be able to schedule this job and another job in the same day. Therefore, this day is basically wasted, or not wasted, but taken up by this one personal job, and it's just it's the day rate. Now, I've gotten this job multiple times from other locations. One was swapping out a fan. I'm thinking about that height. That's about 20 feet, give or take. and the other one was a chandelier, a little larger than this one, but it was a little lighter too. And both of those jobs were over four figures, not six figures, four figures. So they, but it took all day. And of course, want to make sure everything's good. And what happens when you set everything up, everything's good, and then you have to come back in another 3 or 4 days and swap out a light bulb because it blew. You've got to have a warranty with what you're doing, and you got to stand behind it because that's why they're paying you the top dollar to take care of this kind of stuff. All right. In conclusion, when you're pricing your work, think worst case scenario. Don't think best case, and we'll be in and out in a couple of hours. Even when you're talking to a customer, like even when they say, "Oh, it's going to be super easy," no, just remove yourself from the actual situation itself. Think about the worst case scenario. What if I mar this floor? What if I hit some drywall? What if my employee does something where we've got to repair it? You've got to think about worst case scenario. What if these lights fail in 4 or 5 days for whatever reason, because they're built by the lowest bidder, and you've got to come back here and swap them out under warranty. You've got to charge for that up front. You've got to be able to stand behind your work, like I said, and make everything work. And of course, customer service is key. Make sure you keep everything clean. Now, this ladder I keep inside. It's not going outside on a truck or anything like that because this is an indoor ladder. You got to keep that in mind. This ladder, if it's dirty, you're going to have to clean up and do extra cleanup on the customer's house because of whatever snow that was on it, dirt, grime, whatever it is. Keep your equipment clean, especially if you're working inside a house, because you never know how picky customers are until you're trying to collect final payment. And I'm speaking from an extreme experience on that. Collecting final payment on a job is the hardest part. Doing the last 10% of a job is going to take most of the time, just because customers want to make sure they're getting what they're paying for and verifying work, which they should. All right, that's all I got for this, guys. I appreciate it. Let me know in the comment section below what you would charge for this. Am I being too unreasonable with this? I don't think so. My pricing is not going to change because getting that ladder in here is a pain in the butt. And of course, if I hit any walls, I'm going to have to fix them. If I mar any floors, I'm going to have to correct it or replace what I need to. I don't need to worry about breaking tile, but make sure that ladder stays clean. Make sure your customers stay happy. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. We'll see you on the next video.